Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. For quite some time now, the Trans Nzoia governor, George Natembea, decided to launch a scathing attack on the Speaker of the National Assembly, Speaker Moses Wetangula. And I've been asking myself, what exactly did Wetangula do to Natembea? And Natembea is disappointed with the leadership of the Western current leaders, and is accusing Wetangula of a man who wants to be worshipped. He's singling out the title Papa wa Roma, and he says that Wetangula, instead of using his position to help the Luo nation, he wants to be worshipped. He wants to create fear, and he says they will not be intimidated. Kindly take a look.
Ndiposa mimi nikiongea hivi, kuna viongozi wengine sasa walali wanafikira nataka kuja kuchukua uongozi wao. Mimi natoka watu ya Trans Nzoia, lakini mtu akileta mdomo mingi Trans Nzoia tutaenda huko kwa kama namna gani? Kuna wengine wamesahau Mungu huko Bungoma, wako na Yesu huko. Hapa na Yesu bwana, hapa na Yesu atongane huko. Pia hapa na Pope. Hapa na Papa ya Roma huko. Hapa anafanya watu ambao watakuwa watu wa brand jobs everywhere. Hata ukienda tu ndio Erupt kule, wakizia natoka weza ndio habari ya Yesu ya Tongareni. Na kuna mtu ambaye anaongoza. Hii yote inaongozwa na nani? Yote inaongozwa na nani? Hii siku tukisema watu ya Western na Western jamii zote za Kenya, tunaenda kwa meza na tunatolewa hiyo meza. Sasa hivi tunatolewa hiyo meza. Wale viongozi ambao wanajifanya kwamba wanaongoza sisi, speaker hapo tuna kura moja ambayo ni muhimu. Ile imewekwa kwa kiti, only one vote. Inaitwa vote ya the president of Kenya, ndiye amemweka hapo. Leo hii akiamuka aseme I've got change of mind, I want a different speaker, kama having lady jamaa home. Yenye kwani mataka kuongozwa na pilot ya aina hiyo? Na watu wetu viongozi wanafuatanga wananchi. Mali wananchi wanataka kuenda, viongozi wanaendanga huko.
Sisi jamii yetu kusema kwamba mambo ya kuwashipu watu tulitoka huko. Hadi mtu akipita hapa, sisi wote tunatetemeka hivi hadi Papa wa Roma. Papa wa Roma kitu gani? Pope ni moja. Pope ya Kenya ni moja peke yake. Ukienda usema wewe ni Pope na huko na bibi mbili, hiyo ni makosa bwana. Papa wa Roma ni mimi, ni Mkatoliki, is just one. So mkianza kujipatia mataito ya kuogopesha sisi, ya kutisha sisi, hizo Tanzania yuko sisi hakuna.
These attacks obviously did not go down well with the speaker, Wetangula. And it was only a matter of time before the attacks culminated into something else. It was only a matter of time before the two leaders organized their supporters. And I was praying that they don't meet in any function any soon. But today, there's a funeral in Trans Nzoia where Natembea is the governor. And it is very obvious that it was not going to end well, because in the middle of the speeches, Wetangula had mobilized well, and his supporters started singing Speaker wetu Wetangula, and those of Natembea were saying Wetangula tawi tawi, and it was chaotic. And the end result was the tent was down. There were throwings, chairs and stones and everything that they could use, and I feared for the women who were there. Kindly take a look.
Yesu wangu. What? 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 What?
Ano?
Usilingane nawe. Wacha mimi niende.
Gavana ameenda?
I know this is sibling rivalry coupled with some kind of supremacy battle. And Natembea is the new kid on the block who wants to unseat the leaders whom he feels have been there for too long, yet there is no change. There is a wind of change in all these communities because we are playing ethnic-based politics. In ODM, you've just realized that ever since Baba Raila Odinga announced his quest to become the AU Commission chairperson, people like Babu Wino and Joho and Oparanya and Opio and I are scrambling for the seats because they want to take over. It's normal. In Central, Gashagwa, Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Chungwa, Gadoni Mshomba are still trying to weigh their muscles there. Even in Western, where Wetangula is being fought, it's not only Wetangula. We have people like Didmas Baraza, Musalia Mudavadi, we have Boni Halwale. After post-2027, things are going to change and their leaders will find it very difficult to face the young Turks who are now coming up. And this kind of politics is good if it is structured on policies. But when it turns out to be who can organize more goons than the other, then it's not good, because by the end of the day, Natembea would get into his chopper and he will go. Wetangula will get into his chopper and they will go, and they will leave their supporters tearing into each other. If there are youth there, if there are women, because in a function such as that, if it is a funeral, women will always be there. And they suffer for the sake of people who are playing and stretching their muscles to outdo each other. Now, I want to tell the Mulembe nation, if you're not careful, someone is using or misusing your leaders to ensure that there is no unity. You know, people have mocked the Western nation, that they are a considerable number. But because there are a lot of sub-tribes within Western, you will hear of Buhusu, you will hear of Maragolis, Marachi, several sub-tribes. They don't read from the same page. And that unity they've been looking for is elusive. And it gives room for some leaders who don't mean well to infiltrate them and use others to, ensure that the Luo nation is disintegrated. And I read some fishy hands. I have a feeling that maybe William Ruto is using Natembea to ensure that there is no unity. Because William Ruto is one person who, even after Wetangula helped him clinch power, he still had the guts, the audacity to sponsor a senatorial candidate in Bungoma, where Wetangula is coming from. He had the audacity of sponsoring, members of parliament in Mudavadi's backyard. So if these people are not careful, William Ruto loves giving you a checkmate, the way he's doing in Central and all these other places. If we have to fight for kingpinship and spokesperson, it is good, because Politics is dynamic. If people love you, they will go by your policies. But let us not make it, allow it to turn into chaos. Because by the end of the day, if people get injured or you kill them, those are the people who still expect to vote for you. So you are sponsoring deaths of your real voters. Let us be very careful, and the common mwananchi must be very careful. Sooner, you will see Wetangula and Natembea sitting on the same table, greeting each other, taking tea, and you wonder, today they are deceiving us that they are fighting, but it's about positions. Let us try to be very, very careful, because I don't really think we should support chaos in any definition.